Hey y'all, it is day 56 of my 100 days of action for 2022. Guess what, y'all? It's Friday. Thank goodness. Whew, y'all, it has been a week. A long week of doing nothing. Been working from home, sitting on my butt. Y'all, I cannot, you know what? You need balance in life, okay? Doing the same thing, one thing all your life, every day is so monotonous and so boring. Life needs spice, needs flavor. Hoo-wee. When the pandemic first hit, working from home, I'm like, yes. But it has officially taken, was this 2 years now? 2 years for me to get tired of this mess, okay? I'm tired. Not saying I want to go into the office every day, but I'm just saying, whew. Anywho, so y'all, man, I was thinking today, and I can't remember what made me think of this. Oh, yes, I remember. So I finally got the check from the dealership for selling my car. I sold my car the first week of January, I don't know, almost 2 months ago now. And I just now got the check in the mail. And it wasn't a lot of money, but it's money. So I was waiting on that. I got another check, coming back from escrow, because I didn't buy that building. And I just have money out there that, you put it all together, it's substantial. So I need to go out there and get all that. But anywho, it's so funny because I was thinking, I have mantras that I usually do, little affirmations. I've got this app that I use on my phone, and it's a simple app. You write your little affirmations that you want to say all the time, and it has a timer, so it'll pop up every day and night. And when it pops up, you open it up, you say your mantra or your affirmation, and then you can even put pictures in there, and it'll show it to you in milliseconds, 1,000 pictures will flash before your eyes. Anywho, and my mantra or my affirmations that I have been saying to myself this year stems from being financially free. So that's what I call it. That's the title of my affirmation. I am financially free. And I say, good investments are my only debt. I have more sources of income than I can count. My bank account's overflowing with so much money. I don't know what to do. My life is abundant because cash is readily available. And I chose to focus on that this year, mainly because I tend to have anxiety around money. And I'm just trying to change my thoughts and my relationship with money and how I feel about money. So I've noticed, this is now the end of February. I do feel better, and I guess you can say I've manifested, different little bits of money coming here and there, oh, I got $10 today, or, just little stuff. And, even that, helps the anxiety. I always feel like I'm in lack when I'm really not. There are actually people walking around with just $20, not just in one bank account, but at all in their life. So, yeah, I'm just trying to change my whole outlook on the whole money thing and all that good stuff. And, I'm feeling positive. I feel a lot better. I stress less. And I'm just not, as pressed when it comes to money, up here. Which is also probably why I haven't submitted my tax forms yet. Y'all, I know y'all are tired of me talking about these tax forms, but I am doggone close. So the last time I said I was going to do it, I did realize I had some more things to consider or calculate before I could send them off. So I'm 90% this close to submitting my tax forms. Almost there, y'all. But usually, every other year prior to this, I would, as soon as I get my W-2 and my little what you call it form for healthcare. Shoot, I will send that mug off like February 1st. I'll be like the first one in line here, tax forms, because I would be thirsty for that return. But I'm not as thirsty this year, so becoming peaceful and calm and okay within myself, within my finances, within my everything. That's me throwing away the pressedness. I am unpressed. Is that how you say that? Anyway, yeah. So along with that, speaking of sources of income, y'all, it's getting kind of weird in these streets with all this inflation and all that good stuff. It's really weird. Like, the stock market's losing its mind. It's crazy. I'm not fancy or well-versed at all when it comes to the stock market, but I did have stash and I've been putting money away in that since 2019. Anywho, and stocks always fall and they come back up. They fall and come back up. Always. It just sometimes takes longer than other, but the market has always, I think since the beginning of time, I don't know, has always upwardly trended. So, it's a long man's game. You can't be like an elderly person and need your money now, like you break a hip or something. You have to be able to put that money away and forget about it. But anywho, I noticed with stash, I put money in there regularly, and usually I see my total amount going up. But I've been seeing my total amount, like, if not just staying the same, going down. I'm like, hold up, what you doing, stock market? So, yeah, I'm just holding off for now because I don't know how long it's going to keep downward trending or what it's going to do, if it's going to correct and where it's going to correct to. I mean, but if you think about it, technically it doesn't matter if it always upward trends. It's just a matter of time before it goes back up. But that's neither here nor there. It's just everything's in such flux, even with real estate. Like, real estate is the only asset or thing that everybody needs, because everyone, as long as there's people on the earth, they're going to need housing. So it's just how to get into that game. There's so many different ways you can enter the real estate game. There's your traditional like real estate brokers and agents, who sell that way. There's people who flip houses. There are landlords. There's commercial. There's residential. There's so many different ways, and now everybody's getting into the whole Airbnb type deals, short-term rentals, and it's like with all those things, what's the best way to go? I'm not gonna lie, I'm so overwhelmed. Like when they say, analysis paralysis, that's me. Like of all the things that I've studied thus far and like the classes I've taken, they really focus on wholesaling and flipping. And my thing is like, I'm just trying to get into the game like just now. And it's not like I've even had that much. I haven't had any exposure, honestly, to the whole thing. I've had like maybe 10%, just a little bit of exposure. And it's like, I just don't feel confident or comfortable, jumping into the wholesaling game, myself. And even like flipping, like that's a whole project. Like I'm a project manager, and just the thought of like managing a project, it's low on my list. I don't want to do it. So I'm still going to stick to the plan of being an owner occupant and becoming a landlord. Easy peasy. Start just buying doors. I need more doors, using the Burr method and all that good stuff. So I want to create a portfolio. That's my dream. So that I actually do have passive income or close to passive. They say there is no real such thing as passive income unless you have like $1 billion that you put in the stock and then you live off those dividends or something like that. But, you know, you always got to work at something. Nothing is truly passive. But yeah, trying to get my life together. Y'all, we rolling up on March, y'all. This first quarter is flying by. What we doing? What are we doing out here in the world? Are y'all working on y'all goals? Are you bettering yourself? Are you still working? You got the same goals? How are they going for you? I don't know. I know I'm doing something great this year, y'all. I just don't know what yet. I do know what's on my vision board, and I do plan to do all of that stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm just riding the wave and not being rigid. You know, you can't tell the universe or, you know, the source how everything's going to go, because that's ridiculous. You know, you can't. It's source. You know, source says like, oh yeah, well, that's what you want to do. This is how it's going to go. You know, so I'm putting my intentions and my thoughts out there and let them manifest how they manifest. You know, all I know is that at the end of the day, I'm gonna be okay. All right. So, this was a long one tonight, but it's Friday and I'm about to go chill out with Bae. So that's all. That's it. Y'all have a good night.